Welcome back everyone to my channel! And today, as you can see, you are in my bathroom. And why are we in my bathroom? It's because we're slowly getting ready for Tour de Fleece, which is in about a month now. So what I was planning to spin for Tour de Fleece is gonna be this beautiful Merino fleece that I got. It's the one that I made like a skein of it when I was sick. So this is the rest of the fleece, and I want to go through it during Tour de Fleece as my project. So first of all, it's a very oily fleece, so we need to wash it thoroughly so I can actually spin it. So the plan for today is to scour this fleece, and it's super sunny and warm outside, so we'll be able to dry it in the sun. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let me get you closer and fill the tub with water. So you may ask, why do I have a Rubbermaid tub in my bathtub? It's because lanolin in pipes, it clogs a lot like cooking oil, because it's a emulsified grease in water. So instead of like separating from the water, it gets emulsified in it. So we really don't want it to go down the drain, otherwise I'm gonna clog all the pipes of the house, and it's gonna be a very big pain in the butt. So let me fill up the Rubbermaid tub and drop the fleece in it. We'll do a cold soak first, and then do an actual wash. Alright, and I think we have enough water in this for the first soak. So, fun fact about this, is it in frame? Yeah. So fun fact about this fleece, her name is Hershey. She's a brown-gray 3-year-old Merino crossed with blue-faced Leicester. And the weight of the fleece was 3.5 pounds. I took a bit of that fleece to spin a simple skein. So yeah. And this is the 2024 harvest, so I ordered it when the farm was shearing the sheep. And it's been a skirted and coated fleece as well. Alright, let's drop this in the water. Let's put some lavender oil infused stir stick. Because I do not want any pests in my fleeces. Ooh, it smells like it smells like sheep. I love that smell. Alright, in you go. As you can see, it's a pretty clean fleece. There's a bit of VM, but not that much. Push it in there. Oh, the water is already turning brown. Good thing we're doing a cold soak first. I don't want to. Of white fluff. A good thing we're doing a cold soak first. We'll take out most of the crap that's in there. There's not actual crap, but just like the worst of it. We'll take it out in the cold soak, and then we'll do one with the soap in there. So it takes out some of the lanolin. Words are hard today, as usual. All right, so I'll let this soak and be back in half an hour, about. So it's been about half an hour now. As you can see, it's super gross. So I'll go empty this out, and then we'll do an actual soapy bath. So I just emptied the tub, and now we'll put some, I just use down soap, because it's easy on the wool from what I found out, and I don't know, it works fine with me. I've seen a lot of people using that. So let me just put a bit of that in there. And then we'll fill it back up, put the fleece in it, and let it soak for a little while. This time I'll be using hot water. And the tub is full, so let's drop this fleece back in. And since the water is hot, I do not want to swish this around because I don't want to tilt it. So I'll just gently push it down. And there you go. let this beautiful soup steep for a little while, and then we'll lay out to dry. Maybe, well, we'll see the color of the water. We might wash it several times, but yeah. Next time I'll see you, it should be dry, and we'll start prepping the fibers. So we are now at the last step before starting to spin. We are prepping the beautiful little fiber from this messy clump of fiber to those beautiful little bird nests. So to do that, I'm using my trusty combs that my friend printed, and then I stuck some nails through it. And they work really, really good. I've never used like actual combs, like the Valkyrie combs or whatever, the official ones. And these work great for what I'm doing, so I don't feel like I need to pay very crazy amount of money for a piece of wood with nails through it. They are pretty, but I don't need them. You can see him in the camera, but there's a tom-tom that's sniffing all the fibers because it smells like sheep, and I need to watch it because he likes to steal the bird. Likes to steal it and run away with it. So I need to keep an eye on him. Yeah, Tom. Always there. Never far away from me. I don't have it I don't have a clamp or anything, so I just pull it straight from the comb like that. It's a bit hard on the fingers, but like I try not to comb the entire fleece in one go. To be fair, I started about a month ago. I'll show you how much I combed so far. Then just roll it up and a small little bird nest like this. There you go. And in the box, we have a beautiful box right now, full of beautiful bird's nests. This is the box that the fleece came in. So as you can see, it kind of grows when you create those bird's nests because this is the rest of the fleece. I think I went through like a bit more than half. And I'm keeping all the scrap in a bag. So at the end of the year, I'll be able to blend everything together and make a scrappy yarn project. It's still very good fibers. It's just like shorter length, a bit of neps, but like, I mean, that's good fibers. There's some alpaca at the bottom of that bag because I've combed some alpaca before. The dust. And continue. So you have a darker bit and a lighter bit, and it's gonna blend together and create like a more even out color. But yeah, it's a very, very beautiful fleece. I'm really enjoying it so far. Squish, squish, squish. We have a beautiful, beautiful big box. That's quite a deep box of little bird's nest. I think I'm gonna stop here for now because my hands are a bit tired and I feel like we have probably enough for a sweater. We'll see. Of course, like if we run out, I have the other box so we can just stop, comb some more and continue spinning. So I think we'll try with this, and if it's not enough, comb some more, and if it's enough, well, that's gonna be enough. So yeah, my Tour de Fleece plan is to spin this beautiful fleece that we have right here. And then I have some braids that I have as well. So I'll interchange between this beautiful chocolatey goodness from Hershey the sheep, and then I'll interchange it with some more colorful braids. I have some suckland made with silk and bamboo, so that's gonna be fun to spin as well. And I have some fin sheep that I want to try, but I need to brush this out, so I might or might not spin that. We'll see. And when Alex sent me the words, the lazy Kate, he packaged some floof in there as packing peanuts, packing floof. So I have two beautiful bats of. It has glitter in it. I mystery floof with glitter, and it has a really beautiful color. So that's gonna be a very fun spin as well. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end this for today. This video is coming out tomorrow, so I'm a bit last minute on this one. So I'll start editing it and pushing it to YouTube for tomorrow. And I will see you next week when we start. What's up? Want to talk to the camera too? Of course, it's time for Tommy's walk, as usual. Right when I'm speaking to the camera. Tum-tum. They can't see you though. Oh, now they can. Oh, can they see you? Yeah, they can. So yeah, I'll edit this video and I will see you next week when we start the Tour de Fleece proper. See you there. Bye bye. It's Tour de Fleece, it's Tour de Fleece, and I don't know how to sing. This is the first day of Tour de Fleece. Oh my god. And that means we're gonna start spinning our beautiful Merino that we combed last month, but for you, last week. And for the first little very neat cloud, we'll start by the one that Tommy tried to eat. Is that the one I saw you try to eat? Did you try to sneak it out of the of the office and eat it? Yeah, he knows what he did. Discord, of course. Here we go. day 3, and we are starting on our second bobbin. And Tommy is here to inspect my work, as usual. It wouldn't be a spinning video without him being in the way. So something I found in my prep so far, I think I didn't prep it perfectly. Like, it's never going to be perfect, but I feel like I have a lot of little neps in there. As I say that, I don't encounter any, of course. So yeah, day 3, and we are starting on our second bobbin. I did spin a bit yesterday without filming, but I spun on the first day filming that ASMR video, and I tried to, I'm quite busy recently, of course, because now that I have Tour de Fleece to do, everyone wants to do stuff because it's summer and it's sunny outside and it stopped raining for once. So I try to spin about like half an hour to an hour every day, sometimes if I'm able to, because it was a long weekend this weekend, so I managed to get a few hours in. But yeah, I've been busy. It's been a big weekend, and it's Canada Day, so it's the national holiday in Canada. So I just went with my friends to see a parade in a little village nearby. There was a lot of little horses. Why are you... Okay, now you're happy. Hey, I oiled you, shush. So I did ask you guys if you wanted to, like, for subjects to talk about, and some of you answered. And one of the big questions was about what type of books I like. And I do like a lot of, well, it's mostly fiction books that I read. So mostly fantasy, sci-fi, and some adult books. And another question was, what's your favorite books? And I think my favorite book series is The Wheel of Time, which, if any of you guys know, is a very short 14 books of about 1,000 pages each series. It's in my opinion, my very non-biased opinion, it's the best fantasy book series ever. And a very non-biased opinion, very objective. But I love how the series is, like, all the descriptions are so good. The story itself is very good. The world building is incredible. It's so well built that, like, you can know the backstory of a character by just the description of their clothes, which is pretty crazy for for a fantasy book. Like, fantasy books are notorious for long descriptions, but these are well-made descriptions, in my opinion. Not too lingering, not too. It's like a good middle. And other than that, I really like, in the sci-fi genre, I really like the Buffyverse books, which are like explorations, adventure kind of thing, made by a self-replicating satellite probe. Someone got uploaded to a exploration satellite, and he's trying to find a new home for humans, but he can self-replicate, so it's like all of the versions of him exploring the cosmos. It's a really good book series, and it's not too serious. It's very humoristic, so it's very easy to read as well. I think for sci-fi, it's one of my favorite. One of my favorite books. I don't own a physical copy because I've been listening to them as audiobook when I'm working. Well, not working on work stuff, but working on, like, spinning wheel, and when I do renovations, or like home stuff, hobby stuff, or when I mowed the lawn and stuff like that. I've been listening to those books while I was working, and right now I'm back to fantasy. Well, it's fantasy sci-fi, but I've been starting the Stormlight Archive. First book is The Way of King, if you've ever seen that one around. That's pretty big. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty big, but it's also pretty good. The first book is very, very, very long to get into, but once the story gets started, it's pretty interesting. What are you doing? You gonna kick the tripod over? He was rolling on his back right next to the tripod. Other than that, I like romance books, gay romance books, and there's a few really good ones. There's some weird ones, like the what was it? Wranglestone? Is that somewhere I can see? Yeah, Wranglestone. It was good until the mid part, where it becomes like a weird zombie romance story, which I wasn't there for. It was quite weird. But I really enjoyed This Is Ever After? Is there a so in there? Yeah. So This Is Ever After. Really enjoyed it. It read like a D&D story. It was like the vibe between the characters were really good. The plot was not the best. I would find myself screaming at the character like, just talk to him! Kind of thing. But the story was good. The backstory to the Roman story was pretty good. And it's like, instead of being just like, we gotta kill the big evil guy, the story starts with them killing the evil guy, so they got to like figure out what to do after their happily ever after kind of story. So they need to figure out how to be happily ever after kind of thing. It was pretty interesting. And I'm curious to know, if you want to put in comments below, what is your favorite book? If you have any favorite stories, favorite series. Also talking about The Wheel of Time. The show is not as good as the books. Far from it. Very far from it. It's not that bad, but it's not great either. Another question I had was from my stepdad. So, hi Bob. And he wanted to know what I did with my hands when I was spinning. Because he said, I don't have any like clear shots of my hand. Hey, don't touch my apple juice. He was saying that I don't have any clear shots of like what I do with my hands when spinning, and he was very curious to know what I did. So basically, this is my raw fiber here, and I just hold it not too tightly, and with these fingers here I will pull on the yarn forward to create like a smaller part of fibers, and then by releasing the tension on the twist here, then the twist travels up towards the hand that holds all the rest of the fiber, and that's how I spin yarn. And then I have a thicker spot here, so I try to remove a bit of the twist so I can pull on it a bit, like this, and now it's more even. So I just continue spinning. And sometimes what helps too, because the twist is going this way, and what helps is removing some of the twist to be able to pull on it more easily. So with my fingers, I will just twist the fibers a bit like that. So it's easier to pull on it instead of like, if I have the
if I have the twist already in there, it's very hard to pull on it, but if I remove most of the twist, then it's very easy to pull on it. So that's how I spin. Not a tutorial, very much beginner, but hope this answers your question. And when my hand comes back towards me, I don't really pinch, it's just like I glide my fingers on it to guide the twist towards my other hand. Right now, what I'm reading, it's a mix of the Stormlight Archive still, because I'm on book 3 now. I think it's book 3. I think it's book 2. It's Words of Radiance that I'm on. So whichever book of Words of Radiance are, I think it's the second one. So I'm reading that one while I'm also reading I think in English it's called Wool. The book. It's the first of the Silo trilogy. That one I'm reading in French. I usually read in English. And yeah, I found that book in one of those free book cases on people's lawn. I found the entire trilogy lying in one of them, and yeah, I picked it up and I'm currently reading.
And just like that, we are at the end of day 3. So far, I probably did like half of what I want to do for this puppy. And I have this other one that I made. So this one has, I'll show you afterwards, but it has a little less fiber, and I still have this to finish on my little nest. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end the vlog for, the update for Tour de Fleece, the first 3 days. Almost 2 bobbins, so that's pretty good. I'm hopeful that this week, if I have enough time outside of work and life, that I'm able to, ply this first, and then at least ply another one. That would be great. So we would have like 2 skeins after the first week. Because right now, like, since I upload on Tuesdays, and Tour de Fleece started on Saturday, I'm gonna be uploading this on day 4, so not an entire week. So hopefully a skein a week would be great, and anything more would be even more amazing. We'll see. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next Tuesday for the next update on my Tour de Fleece spinning. And yes, right after that, I will show you. Do not worry, I will show you the beautiful fleece that I'm spinning. So, see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. And we're off to day 4! Yeah, Tum Tum, does it smell like sheep? And as you can hear from his breath, we just came back from playing Frisbee outside. Yeah, poking everything now. I did spin a bit on my lunchtime without filming, so my bobbin is a little bit more full than it was yesterday. Let's keep on spinning. Keep on spinning? Keep on spinning? Yeah, keep on spinning. Did I just say that? I think so. As usual. End of the day, words are hard. Time for a relaxing spin.
something I love about this fleece, I probably said it 1,000 times already, but it's the variation of color from like gray to brown to like almost black in some places. It's very, very pretty. It's for sure gonna barber pole when I apply, but I think the end result will be very, very beautiful. Very nice. I expected to do some subtle striping whenever I knit it. It should be interesting. Fun fact, I just came back from outside and I was looking at my woad plant and it was flowering earlier this month. Well, earlier last month because we're in July now. So it was flowering in June and I was like, oh fine, like that's a plant that flowers. And now it has seeds. And the plant is slowly withering away. So I looked up online and woad is a biennial plant. Which means that I bought a second year plant. Which isn't great for pigment, I think. I'll still try to harvest the leaves and see if I can get any pigment from it, but right now I have seeds. More seeds than leaves. So I'll plant some for next year, but I wanted to make some blue dye this year. We'll see if I manage or not, but yeah, I'm a bit bummed about that. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know if, well, I'll Google it, but if anyone knows if I can use the second year leaves to make dye, please leave a comment below. I don't think that it's commonly used because the leaves are very small compared to what I see online for woad. So I feel like the second year the leaves are smaller and then it shoots out the flower, mostly? I don't know. Not an expert. Far from being an expert in anything. Well, except my job, but I went to school for that. I didn't go to school for dyeing. Dyeing with a Y. Blind time! We got our two beautiful first full bobbins, and it's time for applying for our first skein of Tour de Fleece. So let's get on the wheel and let's fly. Thank you, dogs. Let's fly, I said. And this is what we got after my lunch break. So almost a bobbin full, but we still have some. Oops, that was my finger. Boomer moment. So this is what we have left on our other bobbin. And this is what I've applied during my lunch break. So this is coming along quite well. should have a finished skein before the end of the day. Let's continue Tour de Fleece. Yeah, did you just burp on camera, sir? Did you just burp on camera? As you can see, we have our very, very first skein for Tour de Fleece, which is 358 meters, if I remember right. So this is what we managed to do. Well, it's been a week now. We're Sunday, so a week and a day now. I had a very stressful week, so I didn't do much. I have this skein and like maybe half of one bobbin done, but let's continue spinning. Yesterday I went to a little farm with the dogs. Well, it's a park and there's a farm on the park. So we went for a very long walk. And today they're very tired.
Yeah, are you tired, sir? And they have cute little sheeps over there. I don't know what breed they are, but I'll post a picture. They're really pretty. It was a fun day. It was very good after the week I had. It was quite good to be with my friends, going for a walk, and then we went in the river and we played. And the dogs chased rocks because they don't care about branches that much, but rocks in the river, most amazing toys. Hey, that's my wool, sir. And that can, we can use that as a pivot towards the question of the week. Well, one of the question of the week. One of the question was, well, not really a question, but someone asked me to tell some funny stories about my dogs. And as you may expect, dogs sometimes do funny stuff. I think one of my favorite ones from the last few years was last summer we went on a very long road trip and we had a van to van around, and Tommy was sleeping on the passenger seat at the front, and one morning I just woke up to a loud thump in the van, and I was like, what the hell is that? So I went and checked on Tommy, and Tommy had fell over in his sleep. I'll post a picture. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see it there too. I'll put the handle and the picture on top of this video. And Tommy fell over on his back, and he was just at the bottom of the at the bottom of the well, where your foot are in a car, and he was on his back going like, ah, I woke up like this. Yeah, oh no, I told some funny stories about you and now you're ashamed. Oh no. We're gonna go in a few minutes. I just sat down. I just came back from outside, sir. You can wait. Of course, the minute I sat down to spin, someone wants to go outside. Other than that, I think I don't have any very, very funny videos. Well, not videos, but stories that come to mind just like that. But they have a tendency that when we go to someone else's place and when we eat over there, they have a tendency to find the weakest link and beg for food like they never ate in their entire life. But I think that's a typical dog thing. Like our other dog, the one that's not on camera as much, she likes to, when I'm on meetings, she likes to come in the office behind me and just sprawl on the ground on her back and show her belly to the camera. She likes attention, but not as much when I'm filming, apparently. Right now she's sleeping. It was a hard day yesterday. And about pets as well, I had another question about in one of my videos I showed my aquarium in my office, and in that aquarium the only thing that's in there is shrimps and snails. So yeah, I do have a few shrimps, mostly red. There's some blues and some transparent ones. I used to have yellows, but they all died out for some reason. And yeah, they're just ornamental shrimps. Like instead of having fish, I have shrimps, and I give them leaves from the trees outside that I dry. Well, I do boil them and then dry them, so they're safe for them. And yeah, they're a cleaning crew, so they're not very fussy on. They're not hard to keep.
and they're very cute to watch. Very relaxing.
New craft unlocked! I went to a traditional craft fair today and learned how to make a dip candle. So these are the ones that you make by like dipping the wick over and over. It took me about like 20-25 minutes to make, but way straighter than I thought it would be. And it was really fun to do. And just like, it's beeswax, and beeswax smells amazing. So like, there's such a sweet smell to it, it's amazing. Yet, it's spinning time. There's such a sweet smell to beeswax, I love it. And there may or may not be a future video where I turned the wax from my bees into some candles. And that noise was probably very annoying. And yeah, so there may or may not be a video in the near future about me making some candles from scratch, because I have some hives, so I'll use the leftover wax that I have, because when you open the combs for where's the heart? when you get the comb open to get the honey out with the extractor, there's quite a lot of leftover wax from that, and also sometimes bees will build between the frames, and you need to remove that, otherwise it creates like a massive mess and stuff like that. So I have like 2 big coffee cans full of scrap beeswax that I need to purify, so should be able to get a few candles out of it. And I love, they had like these very, very tiny candles for birthday cakes made out of beeswax, and I really want to make some. But yeah, it was quite a fun day. Thank you, Chatty Wheel. I thought I oiled you today. Or recently. Guess we'll have to leave with the squeak squeak today. Also, we now have well, the first bobbin of the week after the first cane that we made. So this is the 3rd bobbin of Tour de Fleece, and we're starting on the 4th one. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I've had quite a stressful week, very anxiety-inducing week, and I try to focus on other stuff when I feel like that. And something that really helped me this week was the surprise of Jente on Mine Walden. She made a shout out to my channel, and that really made my day. It was such a lovely gesture, and thank you so much. I told you when we were watching the video live, and I'm telling you again, thank you so much. If you don't know her, I'll link her channel below. It's such a lovely chaos channel. It's amazing. It's what her channel made me want to spin more, because I had learned on the drop spindle, and but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, like, it was just for fun. I was spinning the dog's hair, and yeah, her channel really got me into spinning yarn and knitting with my yarn, making stuff with my own yarn. So it's like a kind of a full circle moment. So yeah, it really helped me during my week, and I'm really happy about it. This yarn is not happy. Going back to questions that we received this week, Jente asked me while I'm talking about her. So she asked, What is your experience as a man in a mostly woman-dominated space as the fiber arts world? And the way I feel, it's like yes, I feel judged by other people for spinning and knitting and stuff like that, but at the same time, people are like, yeah, you know how to do that. That's impressive. So it's a mix of like judgment because it's a woman's craft and stuff like that, which I don't really care, to be fair. And I don't know. People are like from my experience. My experience personally is fiber art is a very open community. Like it's easy to make friends. I feel like we have a at my local yarn shop. We have every first Friday of every month we have a knitting circle, and yes, I'm the only man over there, but I'm just part of the girls, just like the super American saying of part of the boys, and I don't know, I don't feel weird or like different kind of thing. I'm just there knitting a project with everyone else and talking about stuff. And like I think the what makes me laugh the most is there is some other guys at the knitting circle, and it's the husbands of the other women over there. And instead of people laughing at me because I'm knitting, people are laughing at them for not knitting. So I don't know. I've always felt welcome, and I don't know. I don't like gender assigned roles. Like, oh, you're a woman. You need to cook. You need to do to knit or weave or like be a housewife, or like, oh, you're a guy. You need to like cars, and I don't like cars. And most of my hobbies are not really men-specific hobbies. Let's say. Like, I also sew. And I don't know. I don't like gender assigned stuff, and I try not to make a big deal out of it, so people don't really make a big deal out of it either around me, which is pretty nice. And I think something that helped a lot with that is I went to art school for high school, and I think that like made everything else more open, or like make me less shy about trying new stuff, because everyone's in the same kind of mood of like, I like creating, or like I want to try a new medium to express my creativity and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like, yes, I think that the only thing that really affects me is, and by affecting it, it sounds negative, but it's not really negative. It's pattern choices. Just like in sewing, the I don't know if it's the same thing anywhere else, but I know in Canada, probably in the US as well. If you're a man sewing, you have two choices. Either make some super fancy tailored suit, or be a pirate. Because that's all that's been the patterns you're gonna find at the fabric store. And so you have to dig deeper and find some patterns online. And like now with YouTube, there's a bunch of people that post their patterns, and then like it creates a community around it. For knitting, it's not as bad, I feel like, because there's a lot of sweaters for men, and there's a lot of gender neutral knitting project, and so there's a lot more choices. But like the big trends of like the shawls and stuff like that, I don't feel attached to them as much as other people might be, because I don't wear shawls. I'm not an Aes Sedai, so I do not wear the shawl. That's a wink to the Wheel of Time, if people know that series. And so yeah, it's more like it's not as easy to hop on trends as a guy, because not all patterns work for me, kind of thing. Just like, let's say another trend, the adding a strand of mohair to make everything fuzzier, makes stuff very feminine. So like it looks cozy, but it doesn't look good on me. It looks like I stole the sweater from someone else kind of thing instead of making it my own. But like I've learned how to adjust stuff. I really love there's a channel on YouTube called Drowning in Yarn, and I really like his channel. He uses like gender neutral or woman's pattern sometimes and just like reshapes it slightly, and it looks very masculine on him. And all the picture you see on Ravelry is all women wearing that sweater and then him. So that's pretty cool. So like I don't know, it creates a community, I think, and it's a very welcoming community. I feel like, well, at least from what I've seen so far, it's a very welcoming community. And I'd like to use the words of wisdom that Jente once said in their video. It's a traditional craft, and we have, how did you say that? I forgot. A traditional craft, but progressive values. Because yes, it is a very traditional craft, but we don't want to be stuck in the past, value-wise, because it's an evolving world, and we don't want to step on other people's rights. And we want to be welcoming instead of judging. That's how I see it. I will not be welcoming that little nut that tried to get into my yarn. Ah! Yeah. I insulted you, so now you broke. And that's why you need to be gentle with your yarn. Because you never know. Also, update on last week. I said I was on the second book of Stormlight Archive. I just finished it this weekend. And I feel like the Stormlight Archive, it's super slow. And then in the last few chapters, everything happens at once. So like, I feel like the books are setting stuff up to happen at the end of the book. Which, I'm all there for that. Like, it's cool to have the final showdown and like the final mystery to be solved at the end. But I feel like there could be more payoff during, during the rest of the book. But I don't hate it. It's cool. I like the mystery and the new discoveries that they made. I'm not gonna spoil anyone. And yeah, it was a cool ending. I'm gonna continue the rest of the series. But right now, I started on The Name of the Wind by Patrick Roth first, because a lot of people have been telling me to read it, and I haven't yet. So now I'm part of you guys. I'm slowly reading it, and then at some point I'll hit, is it the second book, and then there's no third book or something like that, and I'll be able to shake my fist in the air and be like, hey, where's the missing book? With all of you guys. I think that was the main thing that that kept me from it, but I finally decided to start it. I had an extra credit on Audible, so I decided to try it out. And so far, so good. I think I'm like 5 hours in, and I really like it. It's very... The stakes are not too high, but stuff is happening. Stuff is happening, and I don't know, that's an interesting way of telling the story. I really enjoy it. I think I'm gonna continue studying this. Oh yeah, and we're definitely gonna run out of fluffs before the end of Tour de Fleece, because I think this bobbin will eat the rest of the little clouds I made, and that's only gonna make a second skein, and I think we need at least 3 more to make a sweater. So will be coming some more this this coming week, I think. You'll be seeing me combing some more merino wool. I also really enjoy seeing everyone's Tour de Fleece spins. There seems to be a big trend in at least in Jente's Discord channel. A lot of people seems to be spinning natural colored fiber, so like blue textile and like colors similar to mine, like darker natural colors like this. And it looks so luxurious that the colors themselves, like dark chocolate and like stone colors and stuff like that, it's so cool. I love it so much. And it's very exciting to see everyone's spin. And some people spin a lot more than others. It's great to see. It's great to see people spinning, like, it's crazy. I just look at stuff and like, during one day they do what I do in a week. Maybe me too. One day I'll do it. Also, I tried my hand at long draws recently. I think I mentioned it in the last video, I don't remember. But I tried long draw recently, and I think it's something I really like. It's less hard on my fingers, because arthritis is not fun. And it's easier on the hands. It goes a lot faster and makes the yarn like bouncier, more soft, because there's a lot more air trapped in there, which is really cool. And also it looks super magical, because you're just creating yarn by going back, and it just like the yarn is appearing between your fingers. So I feel like it's magic. And with all of that, I think this is where I'm gonna end this this week's video, because we are Monday evening now, and I still have to edit this video and post it for tomorrow. So I think I'll stop it here. We have the one bobbin I showed you the other day. We finished the first skein of Tour de Fleece, and we're maybe a quarter into the second bobbin. So yeah. With enough chance, like, I'll spin after editing, and with enough luck, maybe tomorrow I'll start playing the second skein, or maybe it's gonna be Wednesday. But yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at right now in Tour de Fleece for my first try, anyway. Also, I'm running out very fast of my little clouds that I made. I think I have like 3 left plus this one, so I'll be combing some more. So next week it's going to be a mix of combing and spinning, but hopefully we'll get another skein out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye bye. Eight, that's mine. Week 4. 3, week 3. That started so far. Week 3, or at least like week 2.5, but video-wise it's week 3. So we'll have a slight change of plan for my Tour de Fleece project, because we're about to run out of flutes. Let's not put them on the couch, maybe. Yeah, I don't have any work with them. So yeah, we'll change our plans for Tour de Fleece, because we're about to run out of these little flutes for the Merino wool, and I mean, that's mine. And my fingers are hurting very bad, because I mentioned last week that I had a very stressful week,
And anxiety plus arthritis means flare-ups. So I am not able to comb any more floofs. I tried. I managed to make one, and then my hands were trying to kill me. So we are not gonna go. We're not gonna push ourselves. And instead, once I finish this, it's probably gonna be this bobbin. Once we finish this bobbin, we'll jump onto. I'll show you. We'll jump onto the rest of a beautiful sock blend that I bought. This is silk, bamboo, and targi wool. Very beautiful colors. I was... So a box fell in the basement, and it's the end of the world apparently. So I was spinning this long jaw, so we'll continue doing this, and then I have my Tour de Fleece Secret Santa from Jente's Discord channel. This is what I received from my Secret Santa, Billy. Thank you, Billy, for the beautiful braid. It's also, well, this one is polewort, bamboo, and silk, which is, the black is the silk because it's black bamboo. No, the black is the bamboo because it's black bamboo. The silk is probably white and mixed with the blue. It's a really beautiful beautiful braid. I think we will also spin this long draw. I think I want to make some mittens with this. This would create like such beautiful mittens. I'm just holding it and like my fingers want to stay in it, so these are gonna become mittens, I think. And they're gonna fit with my coat this winter, so mittens it is. And then, whoop, were you scared of the bag? Oh my god. So talking about the scary bag, these are the bats that Alex packed the jumbo bobbin in when he sent it to me. Those are really beautiful. I don't know exactly what I want to do with them. I was thinking mittens first, but then the braid was calling mittens. But I think I'll spin them. I have two of these. So these two beautiful bats. I think I'll spin them DK and then find a pattern for them. I love the sparkle in it, and I want to create like they would fit with this one as like maybe a hat and mitten pack. So I feel like DK weight would be versatile enough to spin this. So this is also something we're gonna spin. And then, if we have time, my friends went to Upper Canada Village during their holiday in Ontario, and this is a beautiful. It's I have real lag in my head. It's comb top, I think, but it's a rustic one. It's not like those commercial. All the fibers are all in order. This is very rustic feel. It feels a lot like what you get from a drum carder. So I want to spin this. I think it's about £1 or something like that. Not quite a sweater spin, but we'll find something to do with this. My plan with this is whatever I do, I want to dip dye it, so it starts with like this pink color to a different color that we'll choose later on. But like the knitted thing will do a gradient kind of thing. So that's my plan with this. So let's finish the merino and then jump onto those beautiful fibers. And I did buy a drum carder, so whenever I receive it, we'll be able to finish this this beautiful fleece I bought, because I love spinning from like raw fleeces and stuff like that, but my fingers are not often cooperating for combing. So yeah, drum carder is the new solution. I think it's a great solution because it won't hurt me, it won't like stop me from doing what I want to do, and it was expensive, but at the same time it allows me to continue doing what I like, so I think it's a necessary evil. My wallet is crying, but my soul is happy. Let's put it that way. And before you ask, I got some poison ivy on me because the Tum Tum went to play in it, and then he came for cuddles. Oh no, you didn't do that. And before you ask, he didn't, like, it was on the surface of his fur, I guess, so I checked him, he doesn't have any lesion, so I'm the only victim of this crime.
You got some ice nut. So a question that's been asked for this Tour de Fleece is, what type of fibers do I like to spin the most? And like normal fibers, I'd say it's alpaca. Alpaca, like there's a local farm of alpaca here, and the fleece they have, like, it spins like butter. It's so soft. It's so luxurious. It's amazing to spin. I'd say, like, I haven't spun a lot of sheep wool. I think this is the most extensive sheep wool I've done so far, except like those braids I did for my socks, which were combed up. So like those were blue-faced Leicester. They're really cool to spin with, but they were like commercially combed up, so like everything is so straight, everything is super easy to draft, and I don't feel like it gives me as much of a sense of how the fiber spins. So I don't feel like I could say it's my favorite one, even if like the colors were amazing, the feeling through my finger, like it drafts very easily. It's easy to try and do a long draw on it. It's a good beginner fiber, I feel like, and so it was the first one I spun, and it was very easy to do. And yeah, I think for sheep wool it would be, I think the one I'm spinning right now, the BFL mixed with Merino. The way I prepped it, the colors and everything like that, I feel like this would be my favorite sheep wool. But my favorite fiber of all the fibers I've ever spun is my dog's fiber. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I did learn on the job spindle, and the first fiber I've ever spun was my dog's fur, because when we brushed them, we removed quite a lot of fibers, as you may expect from a long-haired dog. And I gotta show you what it looks like. It's surprisingly crimpy. Like this is yeah, is that your fur that I brushed yesterday? So this is when I brushed them yesterday. And since like you remove it from the brush, it's already like kind of pre-prepped, so I can just grab it and start spinning with it. And it's soft, but it's like not the softest, because I mean it's dog fur, so it's kind of rough. It's not quite a next to skin. Surprisingly, it's not quite a next to skin wool, but it's very fun to spin. And I mean, it's. Can you ask for more local than that? It's a wool that grows in my house. So yeah, that's been quite fun to spin, and it's, like, it has quite a big staple length, as you can see. So like it's pretty cool to play with. Yeah, does it smell like you? And like, since it's kind of a oops. Forgot to unhook it from the the little maiden there. So yeah, since it's directly from the dog's brush, it's kind of like a woolen prep, so it's easier to long draw it as well. So yeah, that's my favorite fiber of all. Does it smell quite nice though? But you can always watch it afterwards. Am I saying you stink? You don't stink, but your fur does sometimes. But after a few wash, the smell goes away. It's not that bad. It doesn't smell like a wet dog, but also like my dogs, when they get wet, they don't smell like wet dogs either. So I feel like it's not as bad as it could be. My brother has a German Shepherd, and his dog does smell like a wet dog when she gets wet. So another question I had
because I found a pottery wheel for one of my friends, and we've been trying to throw pottery, to throw clay recently, and it's not as easy as it looks, but it's very fun to it's very fun to play with. And so one of the questions I had was, what was I planning? What project am I planning to do with the tummies? Yeah, were you rolling on your back, sir? Yeah. Oh my god, you're so cute. So the question was, what project am I planning to do on the pottery wheel? And on the pottery wheel, my project would be a Konfucha teapot. So Konfucha is the Chinese way of making tea. What? Probably one of many, but it's a like you don't steep. You use a lot of you use a lot of tea leaves in the small teapot, and you use small amounts of water, and then you infuse it for short amounts of time, and then you drink the tea from the same tea leaves over and over again to taste like the developing flavors of the tea, which is quite a fun way to drink. And like if you like pu'er tea, it's the best way to drink it, in my opinion. So I've looked at those teapots online, and of course I'm a cheapskate, so $100 teapot for a like palm-sized teapot it's too expensive for me. So one of the projects I'm planning to do is a Konfucha teapot, and the teacups to go with it, and like there's a serving cup, and like I want to create the entire set, and like maybe try to make the tea tray and the tea pet as well, because like you rinse your leaves, and then sometimes the taste is not that great on that batch, so like you want to discard it, and the way you do it is you feed the tea pet. It's like a little figurine that you make out of clay, and you put it in the tea tray, and like if you want to get rid of what's in your cup, you just like feed the tea, and it takes like the color of the tea after a while, because it creates a patina. So yeah, I want to create a tea set. But other than on the pottery wheel, another pottery project I want to make, well, I guess since it's not on the pottery wheel, it's called ceramic. I want to make tiles, because I'm going to renovate my kitchen, and I want to create some tiles for the kitchen. Or, because I'm planning to build a greenhouse in the future, a greenhouse attached to the house. And so it's either making the tiles for the kitchen or the tiles for part of the greenhouse, which is something I've always wanted to try. Don't know if I'm gonna do it for real, but I really want to try it. Like my friend said, the only thing that's holding us back right now is a kiln. We do not own a kiln, so the only way we have to fire pottery is with a fire pit, which is quite hard to do, mostly if you use glazes, and like if you want to keep colors, it's a lot harder in a fire pit, because like the fire will lick the pottery, and it's gonna like deposit soot that will fuse with the pottery and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess at some point we'll find a kiln, or someone with a kiln that allows us to fire our pottery in it. But yeah, pottery, it's mostly for fun. It's I found a cheap wheel on Marketplace, and it's a kick wheel, so it's not an electric one. And right now we're mostly trying to have fun with it, which is pretty cool. And talking about a greenhouse, I do own a greenhouse. It's a small one in my office. You've seen it quite a few times, I think. It's in the background of most of my videos when I spin in the office. But I thought I could do a little walkthrough. So this one here, let's try not to film the neighbors. This one here, it's hard to point and looking at the camera at the same time. This one here is an olive tree. I got it at one of those renovation center. These two here are tea plants, Camellia sinensis. and this one tried to die, but it's coming back slowly. And this one is thriving. I didn't harvest any yet, but I think the bigger one will be able to harvest. Like, I have some beautiful tips now, but I do want it to be a bit stronger before I do. But in the near future, I'll have my own tea. Then right next to it, this is bay leaf. In French, it's feuille de laurier that you use when you make pasta sauce, and it's very cool to cook with. I just come here, pick a few leaves, and go back to the kitchen, which is pretty cool. And at the very back here, this is a Meyer lemon. It also tried to die, but it's coming back slowly. I think I wasn't watering it enough, or too much, or a mix of both, so I tried soaking the pot in the water instead of watering it, and it seems to do a very big difference. So it's alive, it's coming back, and I'm very happy. And then the masterpiece of the greenhouse, this beautiful tall tree in the middle. This is a coffee plant. I got it from a teeny tiny seedling from a renovation center, and it's been growing for about 8 years now. I had it, I bought the seedling when I came back to Quebec about 8 years ago when I moved for work. I used to live on the west coast in Vancouver, so this is the first plant I got when I came back. And then in the corner here, I think this is a coleus, one of those plants that never dies, even if you try, which is good. And it's a beautiful shade of purple and green. I'm really happy with it. It does drop a metric shit ton of leaves, so not always fun, but it's a beautiful plant. And then over here, I got my snake plant. Got it because it's pretty. I got my pothos that grows in the aquarium. It eats all the poop from the shrimps. And then I have a little heart-shaped succulent that I got for Valentine's Day. And this is a ivy that I'm making grow on the windowsill, and I hang some fibers that I spin in it. I like it. It's pretty cool. And yeah, those are the plants I grow in my office. Look at these beautiful bobbins! Woo, flying time! So this was all that remained of the comb flute that I made. And now let's apply this before starting the next flute. Well, the next, it's gonna be a braid next. So, let's apply! As usual, let's get our trusty beautiful lazy Kate, or hard-working Kate, because it's working its weight in gold. I'm always scared they won't be turning in the same orientation. But always find the proper way, the proper direction for the spin. Left from the previous spin on this. Let's get flying. Closer to the maybe. Here we go. I don't know in your part of the world, but right now it's a heat wave here. But it's been about a month of heat wave now, and so we're the weekend right now. And if I want to do anything outside, I need to do it in the morning or in the evening. So I just cleaned my balcony, and yeah, I got back in because I was getting a little too warm for my taste. I wanted to spin outside, but as you will see in the video, well, as you saw in the video already, it didn't last for very long because it wasn't very comfortable.
But I did do some solar dye. Let's not put all this heat to waste. So you'll see in the future video my beautiful solar dyeing experiments. It was my first time, and definitely not my last time doing solar dyeing. It was very, very fun. And very hands-off. It was almost a flying miracle. As you can see, I just broke my yarn because this single was over, and that's all that's left on this on this bobbin. So almost there, but yeah, flying bracelet it is. And one of the smallest flying bracelet in a long time. Together. Try to give some overlap to it when I splice them together. And there you go. And like half yard or whatever. No, it's probably a bit more than that. But still, not a lot. We finished our second skein! Woo! So, as you saw last week, I broke my needy noddy, so I had to find a new way to skein off my my bobbin. I mean, it's working. Not the most perfect way to do it, but it's working. And there we have it! Second skein of Tour de Fleece. This is 201 meter. The Swift, the way I did my emptying of the bobbin, since I broke my needy noddy, like I mentioned, I used the Swift. It was quite fun to do, very easy to do. The only thing would be next time I think I'll find like some way of holding the yarn because I felt like I was gonna get the rope burn from it. But otherwise, 201 meter. So 320 meter and 201 meter together. So 500 something meter. Mats on the weekend. Who dat? So, I'm happy to have my second skein of Tour de Fleece. Yeah. So. Next up, we'll pull out one of the braids I have, and we'll do some rollags out of it. I think I already, because it was my Tour de Fleece training that I did. I didn't record it. It was a off-camera spin, and yeah, I'm almost done on the first bobbin, and then I'll hop on the second bobbin with you guys. So see you there. And this is how I turn one of those braids into some rollags. So I just like break it. Don't need to be super precise because I've already broke the braid in two. So like the first one is already spun on the bobbin, and this is the second one. So the way I do it is I just try and aerate it. Try to spray it out like this. And then against the grain, if you can call it that, I just roll it. Then we have a rolag. So instead of pulling in the same way as the fibers are going, we're going to be going on the fold. So it's easier to do some long draw. Quite a lot of pull on my intake. Trying not to rip this yarn out of my hand. I love doing long draw. Feels like magic. So I think this is where I'm going to end the video. I didn't finish the second single, but this is what I've spun during my D&D session. So we have our first single, and then first thing next week, tomorrow for me, we'll be spinning the rest of the first single, the second single, and then apply it, and then hop on to the next break. So I hope you enjoyed this this video. And I hope you're happy with the change of plans for Through the Fleece, because my fingers sure are. And I wish you a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Week 4! So we're starting on our long draw like I started last week in last week's video. As I mentioned, my hands are too, they hurt too much to comb some more floof, so until I get my drum carder, we'll be working on some braids. This is a braid that I turned into a roll-out last week, and so now we're doing long draw. And this is a soft blend yarn. If you've watched last week's video, you already know, but this is targi mixed with silk and bamboo. So it's a all-natural wool, sock wool blend. And it's very fun to, it's been very well for long draw. I really enjoy it. I'm really sorry for my face or my hair being greasy or very shiny or whatever, but it's been very, very, very hot here in the last few days. We're in the middle of it's a pretty bad heat wave. I think we, like, just temperature-wise, we're hitting in the 30 Celsius. So, pretty hot. Pretty hot for Canada. And I'm not here for it. So despite the AC, I'm still sweating like crazy. Yeah. Staying hydrated, drinking some cold water. I bought some ice cream sandwiches. I always forget how fast it is to spin long draw, and it feels magical. So smooth. Well, when it goes well, it's so smooth. And then when it doesn't go well, you forget about it.
Then you tell yourself, oh yeah, it's smooth to it's smooth to spin long draw.
It's so magical.
It's just like yarn is appearing between my fingers. I love it. This is way too much. There we go. That's so crazy that you just pull on it and then it gets thinner, but like evenly thinner because the twist travels up. That's amazing. Just pull on it and then introduce some more twist. And then the thicker part will stretch, the thinner part won't because there's more twist in it.
And we got our first skein of this week. It was quite fast because it's only 50 grams, but we managed to make 135 meters. Yeah. So I was spinning and I got into the zone and I was watching Netflix. So yeah, I didn't think of recording that much. Whoops. But yeah, first skein. Let's hop onto my Secret Santa's braid, the one that Billy sent me, and spin some more long draw. And off we go for the final bobbin of Tour de Fleece. Because I may just have realized what day we are. And today's Sunday, the 21st. So that means Tour de Fleece ends today. So I've been spinning like a madman today. And hopefully I'll be able to apply this before going to bed. And if I'm able to, that means I'll have a final skein for Tour de Fleece. So if I just take a small teeny tiny pause on this. This is the bobbin I just finished today. And I just started the last one, and we're a bit too slowly getting through it. But I mean, it's long draw, so it's way faster than if I was doing this worsted. But yeah, I thought I had a few more days, but apparently no. Maybe I would have said no to my friends when they asked me if I wanted to go boating today on the lake. I mean, it was an amazing day. We we went boating, and it was my friend's birthday, so I couldn't say no, of course. And I really enjoyed myself. And they have a kid, and their kid is slowly realizing that Tommy is a very friendly dog, and it's now a curious. It's not his friends yet. Tommy is not his friend yet, but he was chasing him around the house, and Tommy was just like, with the biggest smile on his face, just walking around. It was super cute to see. And then we went boating, and Tommy kind of wanted to jump in the water, but at the same time I think he was scared, so he didn't. He stayed on the boat, and he really enjoyed this ride. He had a big smile on his face with the wind in his floof. I'll post a picture so you can see how pretty he was. I hope you had a good final week of Tour de Fleece. I did. It was a very busy one, but it was a good one. Trying to go a bit too fast, I think. I'll have to retighten my maidens on my wheel. I think I'll do that tomorrow, since Tour de Fleece will be over tomorrow. So, for a final question for Tour de Fleece, I had a question about what would I do if I won the lottery? And I could say that I did win the lottery this weekend. Because oh no! Well, I didn't win at this. Oh no! Oh, this was such a long little strand. Where's the rest? You know what's horrible? When it breaks and you can't find it. Like, you'll tell me, oh, this might be it, but no, this is not it. It's just kind of loose piece of yarn. Oh no. This is bad. I had just moved it to like this section here, so it should be somewhere here, but like I'm not able to pull on anything substantial. Oh no. And I managed to find the so I managed to find the end again. And to do that, I had to cut the single and then pull on it till I found one of the ends. So we're back about 3 meters. Wah, wah. Oh well. Let's try not to go too fast, I guess. So, as I was saying before this, for the last question of Tour de Fleece, the question was, what would I do if I won the lottery? And I kinda did win the lottery this weekend. I went to this weird bingo thingy, and it's like a province-wide bingo thing. It's called Kinzo, and so everyone in the province plays at the same time, and it's just like a automated voice reading numbers, and then you punch them on your card, then you try to fill out lines and stuff. It was interesting. And I did win a humongous $87. So what will I do with my winnings? Well, I did want a espresso machine for a very long time, and I'll be putting this money towards that espresso machine. But I guess the question was, if the winning was in the millions, or like several thousands of dollars. And I guess like if I did win the big prizes of Lotto, of the lottery, I would be mostly like making my hobbies my main activity. I'd retire and just do my hobbies, I guess. I do love my job, but I think I do it for myself instead. And just do, I don't know, do my own thing. Create my own video games, maybe. But most important thing, I would probably move to the countryside, more deeper in the countryside, and have a small farm. A few animals, probably sheep. Because let's face it, it would be amazing to have my own sheep. And yeah, it would be a quite little life, a little happy life, that a stress-free mostly. But I don't play lottery that often, so my chances of winning are very low. Even if I did win those $87. Like I told my friend, I don't think I would develop a gambling addiction because I'm a sore loser when I play games. So at some point I just get frustrated and I'm like, ah, that's enough. Let's do something else. Well, it's midnight now, and I didn't quite finish spinning everything. As you can see, it's not the same size. And I have about like this much floof left. So yeah, I kinda need to go to bed. So I'll take that as a loss. Kind of. I don't really care that much. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad about like not finishing as much as I would have wanted to, but it was close. And for this week's video, I will finish the rest of the floof, but I will just not count it since I didn't play it in time. So yeah, you will see it. Well, now for you, but tomorrow for me. See you tomorrow. Finally got our 2 bobbins! So let's get some plank. Even if it doesn't count anymore, because it's not Tour de Fleece anymore. I really want to finish this for the video. So these single wanted to spin very thin, so I expect to have a lot of meters out of this. Really curious to find out how much. And of course you'll find it way quicker than I will, because I expect I'll have probably an hour, maybe a bit more of time. So I will see you a little later. And I finished it. And it's only 10 o'clock. Woo! The day after the end of Tour de Fleece. Still need to edit this video though. My fingers are stuck. Alright. So this was 330 meters. It's sad that it's not part of Tour de Fleece because I would have gotten at 1.5 kilometers, I think. Because I'm around 1.1 kilometer right now. So there we go. Final final skate of Tour de Fleece. And this brings us with all of these beauties, which is everything we spun during Tour de Fleece, our Merino BFL, and our braids that we had. So this is the sock blend, and this is the braid that Billy sent me for the Tour de Fleece Secret Santa. And yeah. I'm amazed at the amount I've been able to spin. I thought I would be able to spin more, but I'm happy with what I have. Yeah, I would have loved to have a sweater amount of the Merino, but now with my my glasses are sliding off. Now with my my drum carder on the way, I'll be able to finish this sweater spin. But yeah. Tour de Fleece haul! I'm really happy with what I did, even if it's not what I was expecting. It's my first Tour de Fleece, and I'm really happy to have done it. You should go check hashtag Team Chaos Goblin on Instagram, and I don't know if hashtags works, probably on YouTube as well. A bunch of people from my team have spun wonderful stuff. Go check them on Instagram. Highly recommend. I will leave a link to the hashtag in the description below. I hope you enjoyed following me through this endeavor and this adventure, I should say. And I will see you next time for a non-spinning related video this time, because I think I need a small break from spinning. It was quite fun, but I'm hitching to start spinning my socks from my sock blend, and yeah, I'll have to spin more to do my sweater, but can't wait to make my first hand spun sweater. So excited. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful adventure, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.